Alright, hey, what is up guys? It's me, Eddie, and I am back with another episode of Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace. Let me just get this opened up on the second screen so that I can see how I'm doing. And yeah, I should probably be going in just a jiffy. Okay, that's cool. Actually, let me just... Boom. 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 Okay, anyways. Okay, so last time we left off, we were in the Ferris route. And I believe that is still where we are. Let me just check the volume for all this really quickly, and then we will get started. Yeah, alright, everything seems fine. Yeah, so I remember this. Last time we left off, we'd just gone on giant advertisement stuff. Yada yada yada. We worked a whole bunch today. After working the whole day at May Queen Neon Squared, I head home with Mayuri. I say worked, but May Queen Neon Squared was closed today, so the lab members underwent job training. Considering none of us have ever worked at a restaurant before, you can hardly blame us for needing it. Lukaku and Mocha joined us in the evening, and Ferris gave them the basic rundown. Oh, and for the record, Lukaku's maid outfit still isn't ready yet, so there's no grand debut today. Mayuri's working her hardest on it. Mayuri places her index finger on her chin. Right, that seems fair. Rainet. Shorthand for Rainet Access Battlers. It's a card game based on the one that pops up in the super popular manga, Rainet Kakeru. It's big with adults and children of all ages. Ferris is not only addicted to the game itself, but also pretty damn skilled at it too. Yeah. Mayuri furrows her brow and then frowns. Mayuri gazes up into the sky, deep in thought. Then, after groaning for a while, she claps her hands together. A retort PC. Are we looking for the IBM 5100 again? Oh lordy. A retort PC.
レトルト PC じゃなくてレトロ PC な。そうそうそれ。意外だな。あのフェイリスがレトロ PC と。なんかね、もともとフェリスちゃんのパパさんが集めてたんだって。それを見てるうちに興味が湧いてきたって言って
Retro PCs, huh? This makes things easy. I should look at the secondhand shops in Akiba. When I mention this, Mayuri smiles and says, Mayushi thinks Ferris-chan would like that very much. May Queen Yan Square was closed to accommodate our trading yesterday, but it's ready and open for business today. Which means it's finally time for us to start working. With the store set to open in about 30 minutes, the atmosphere is tense. We're nervous. Needless to say, Ferris and Mayuri are more than used to this environment, so they do the rounds, making sure everyone is alright. By the way, say hello to the second person. Mayuri fixes the ribbon around Rin Rin Nyan Nyan, formerly known as Suzuha's neck. Her maiden name, Rin Rin, is based off the kanji character for Suzu. Man, we got cat girl maid Suzuha. This is the best. And Kurisu too. You look absolutely amazing. After flyer escapades yesterday, it looks like Kurisu's gained a bit of self-confidence. She's still as shy as ever, but now she's going to be able to act like a cat-eared maid. What? Oh, come on! Hey, this is a new niche, right? Tsundere maid. Huh? What? I know that's related to tsundere. Derived from the word tundra. It sounds similar to tsundere, but the primary differentiation is that a tsundere character is only ever aloof and acerbic. They never exhibit any signs of affection or behavior. These types of characters are popular with masochists. The term rose to prominence after being refused to a certain popular anime's icy cold and purple-haired main heroine. I don't know who that refers to, and I did not know that this was a thing. Interesting. T-I-L. Interesting. What? Come on! There are a lot of people out there who would pay money to hear shit like this. I can tell you firsthand. I've talked to... You know what? Let's just say I know some people. Oh my god. Oh, so she was just practicing her character. Don't scare me like that. And wait, are customers really looking for that kind of service? You'd be surprised. Daro breathes heavily as he speaks, his cheeks bright red. I take back my previous statement. In case it's not already obvious, Chris Nyan Nyan is Kurisu's maiden name. I'd suggested sell him 7 Nyan. Come on, Okabe! But needless to say, I only narrowly avoided getting my head bashed in. I also tried to push for Shining Finger Nyan. Okabe, come on! But that got rejected as well. They went as far with the far more boing Moe Moe Nyan Nyan. Their loss. What did you expect? Do you really think... never mind. Said Moe Moe Nyan Nyan is trying her best to clean the windows. After working together like this, I realized something. Mocha's entirely incapable of cleaning. Women who can't clean. For example, Mocha was supposed to be polishing the tables right about now, but she noticed some fingerprints on the windows. She got distracted, that's a typo. Now she's cleaning the windows. And upon closer inspection, there's a broom leaning against the wall, right next to a dustpan full of trash that has been completely abandoned. She probably got distracted by something else, too. She's not just like this with cleaning either, it's everything. Yo, we got maid girl Mocha. This is the best route. No, I'm kidding. When asked to make a chocolate parfait during the training yesterday, Mocha took over twice as long as everyone else. She ended up making something that only barely resembled a parfait. The ice cream melted into a mess, there's too much chocolate, and is all overflowing out of the glass. I'd never seen someone so unskilled in my entire life. I mean, your entire lab was... I mean, don't get me wrong, they're very well... Everyone here is very well written, but like, let's be honest, like, at their core, the entire lab is a bundle of tropes, so I can see why it'd be popular. What's interesting about this whole situation is that Suzuha's been doing her best to try and help Mocha out. It's almost like watching a little sister try and take care of her clumsy older sibling or something. Yo, that's peak! They might make for a good combo. I'm getting flashbacks to the original game.
Ooh.
My attention fully on Mocha and Suzuha, I feel Dara's voice coming from behind me. And then immediately after, I hear the girls let out a stunned sigh. I turn around to take a look and... Yo! There stands a beautiful young lady fidgeting restlessly after exiting the changing room, but it's not a lady. What's with the... Huh? Yeah, no, this is gonna be a huge hit. Her voice is faint, almost as if she might vanish at a moment's notice. The girl, oh man, is the epitome of innocent beauty. He's the polar opposite of how Kurisu was yesterday after changing into her maid uniform. Oh my god. I can just barely make out Daru muttering in the corner. I hate to admit it, but even I can't look away. Alright then. Draws a girl, calls it a guy. Classic Japan, never change. Oh lordy. His face bright red, Lukaku glances over at me. I imagine he's going to give me a look of protest. Considering I'm the one who put him in this situation, I get it, but instead... Dang. Wait, is the next route the Luca... Is the next route the Luca route, or the, Is the next route the Luca route or the Suzuha route? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm excited for both, but alright.
当然ではないか我が弟子よ。お前はこの法王院京馬が見込んだ男の中の男だ。胸を張ってメイド界の女王を目指すがいい。
God damn it! I love this. I love the series. I feel you, Kurisu. I feel you.
これで全員揃ったにゃ。
みんな頑張ってくれだお。僕も今日は裏方として頑張るからね。
Darna's penguin suit is actually a modified one we got from Tokyo Hands. Mayuri is going to make the adjustments, but she couldn't hang the Lukaku's maid uniform and that at the same time, understandably. So for today, Dara has his digital camera and laptop with him so he can grab photos for the May Queen Yon Squared website.
素敵なホームページをお願いにゃ。だらにゃ。楽しみにしてるにゃ。
任せてフェイリスタン。ということで早速写真を1枚。
Hell yeah! A home improvement chain based out of Tokyo, but unlike most stores which have large buildings outside the city centers, Tokyo has as many from professional grade tools and materials. Wait, I think I've actually that's that penguin thing that's like outside the, like you see like around in the background, right? Daro starts taking photos of us. He said one photo, but he's clearly taking multiple, some of them from a low angle even.
ローアングラやめい。
大丈夫だお。これは僕の個人的なコレクションだから。
That's even worse! Although, you know what? I mean, I get it, but cameramen who photograph female... Yes! I mean, I could have just intuit what this was. It's kind of self-explanatory.
余計に悪いわ。
Exactly.
クリスちゃん、キャラクターが変わってるよ。
No, it's not.
おっとっとっと、いけない。
Is it?
さっさと死になさい、この豚。お前のような変態がいるだけで地球の大気が汚れる。
Jesus Christ.
むわー、来たこれ。
What is that? A Japanese internet slang used to describe when everything is proceeding as planned. All according to Keikaku, huh? Should we really be going down this path? I get the feeling we'll only be drawing creepers like Daro if we keep this up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
それじゃあルカニャ、もう少しで開店だから、その前にフェイリスと一緒にお店の外をお掃除しに行くにゃ。いきなり外で仕事ですか？大丈夫、すぐに慣れるわ。私も昨日そうだったから。でもほら行くにゃ。待ってください。まだ心の準備が。
Oh lordy. Ferris takes a hesitant Lucanyan, Nyan. Yes, that's actually his maiden name, with her outside the cafe. And so, the time to open up May Queen Young Square has finally arrived, kicking off our workday. That being said, Operation Freya has only just begun, so it's not like we're drowning in customers. Even around lunchtime, business is slow. Customers familiar with Ferris and Mayuri pop their heads in every once in a while, but over the course of the day, there isn't much for us to do. Seeing Shido's cafe flourishing across... Seeing 4 degrees Celsius' cafe flourishing across the street from us just adds insult to injury.
焦っても仕方ないにゃ。まだ大逆転の序章が始まったばっかりだにゃ。
Hell yeah! That's the spirit, Ferris! Ferris' smile is as bright as ever. Things only start to change a little after tea time in the afternoon.
嘘、本当にルカ君？どうしよう、かわいい。
Ah, see? Told you branching out would work. Mayuri's cosplay friends swing by from the cafe after hearing things about her. Mayuri's cosplay friends swing by the cafe after hearing about things from her. Apparently, Lukaku's pretty famous in that crowd, and every event, they try to get Mayuri to convince him to cosplay with them.
ご注文を。ねえねえ、今度のイベントでライネットかけるやるんだけど、合わせしない？
Yeah, I had a feeling. Gathering. I figured. That seems pretty intuitive as well.
ルカ君ならキラリちゃんコスだっていけるよ。でも僕コスプレはちょっと。
Come on, what are you talking about? We gotta make my dress up Luka. I feel bad for Lukaku, who's clearly struggling under all this pressure, so I head over to lend him a helping hand. Without breaking from my butler character, of course.
失礼します。お嬢様方。
Whoa.
先にご注文をどうぞ。どうなさいました？
I know what this is a reference to. That's Black Butler, isn't it? Yeah! a character that appears in the popular anime Darkness Butler. His true form is that of a demon who has been summoned to the real world from the demon realm. Really? I don't actually know anything about Black Butler. It's just... I just know that it's really popular. Though he really loves this magic, he's fated to take his soul. This show is popular amongst female anime fans, but enjoys immense popularity among the Fujoshi crowd. So I have heard. Really, that's what it's about. Interesting, interesting. I don't really know anything about it, but yeah, I know it's really popular. Also, Okabe canonically is good looking, so actually that makes perfect sense.
もしかして二次元の壁を越えて降臨なされた
Female versions of Daru. I can feel myself wanting to interject, but I keep it all in. Yeah, come on, Okabe. They might be odd, but they're still Mayuri's friends. I have to treat them well. Well, when you're in that scene, you're in that scene. That was a really stupid-ass quote. I don't know what I literally just said. Oh, by the way, I've got more people. Hello. Please leave a chat or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Anywho.
ルカ君クロット様とはどういう関係なの
Folks, don't worry, folks. We will play the Lukaku route eventually. My name's not Seb.
どういうって言われても
Oh my god!
僕にいつも優しくしてくれる
Oh my god, you're setting their imaginations on fire.
優しくしてくれる方
Oh my god. The army of girls look back and forth between me and Lukaku, nearly in unison, then start grinning. Hey, Okabe, this is your chance. You got him hooked. You got to play into it. This could be a good chance to get more fans. Wink, wink. I summon Mayuri over to the table. Mayuri approaches us and exchanges cheerful greetings with the girls.
マユリ、ルカ子をサポートしてやってくれ。俺では全く歯が立たん。
To be fair, I do feel like the male-female fandoms are a bit more merged nowadays. I don't know, maybe this is just trope playing, but then again, I do feel like people in the modern era. This is 2010s is modern. What the hell? This isn't that long ago. It shouldn't be. No, it's 16 years ago. What the hell? It shouldn't be that long ago. Wait, if someone was born in 2010, they'd be 16 now. What the 16 or 15? What the fuck? That's not right. Anyways. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, right. I feel like people in the modern, I don't want to say weebs, but like weebs in the modern era are a bit more familiar with like, each other's, the opposite gender's, sort of like various fan bases because there's a bit more interaction online. But back then, because really, I mean, I think I could just sort of play into it, but then again, that just could be my modern knowledge. I don't know what I'm rambling on about. Do any of you care?
こんにちは
Oh.
な、お帰りなさいませ、お嬢様。
Damn, he's good. I take the arrival of a new customer as an opportunity to flee the scene.
桐生ちゃんいます
桐生ちゃん。ああ。
I point over to Mocha in the corner. Needless to say, she's continuing to fail at cleaning. Oh, she one of Mocha's friends?
あ、いたうわー、桐生ちゃんってば思ったより似合うじゃないの
The female customer seems to know Mocha. I lead her to a table. As I lead her to a table, she smiles over in her direction.
おい、しやつ。
Oh my god, come on.
もえもえ。
Come on.
お客さんだぞ。
見に来たわよ
すみません。休んで。
いいのいいのこれも取材の一環ってことで
Hell yeah. This woman must be from the company where Mocha works. Judging by their back and forth, she's either her senior or her boss.
ねえ桐生ちゃん、今度うちで萌え系雑誌を出すんだけどさ。
Oh lordy.
ダメです。
Oh come on.
まだ何にも言ってないじゃない。
They really are. Yeah, honestly, the more you live life, the more you realize. Like, the more, like, yes, men and women are very different, but, like, they're also, I feel like we should also not forget that at the end of the day, we're also the same. I get that's, like, very contradictory. I get what I just said is very contradictory, but just hear me out. Like, at the end of the day, like, at our core, I feel like we're pretty much all the same.
お断りします。
別に脱いでとか言わないわよ。パンツじゃないから恥ずかしくないもん的な感じでさ。
Oh my god! Anime buzzword. Really? But they're actually wearing pants, supposedly. Really? I gotta check that out. I'm not... With the exception of, like, the super really, like, masterpieces from, like, the 2000s, I don't know too many animes from that era. It's like, most of my animes are from the 2010s, or... I guess I know quite a few from the 90s. Actually, can I really say that? I don't know. Forget everything I said. It doesn't matter. Just think of me as a very fancy voiceover that sometimes interjects random bullshit from time to time. Half that stuff I say about me isn't even true. Anyways.
意味わからないけどやりません。
Oh, come on!
平気平気、萌え萌えならやれるから。
Exactly. Listen to her.
やれません。
Oh, come on.
こんにちは。
And yet another customer has joined us. Things are starting to get busy.
それじゃ頑張れよ萌え萌え。
I leave Mocha behind to deal with her boss, and head towards the entrance. If Mocha ever appears dressed up like a maid in a magazine, I have to make a point to buy multiple copies.
お帰りなさいませお嬢様。あれ？
おう、頑張ってるか？
Mr. Braun and his lovely daughter Nai have joined us. Don't make sounds like that, you're gonna scare off the customers.
何しに来たのだミスターブラウン。
Rintaro, breaking character!
何って、うちのバイトがここで働いてるって言うからよ。茶でも飲もうと思ってきたんじゃねえか。
Is this really the place to be taking your daughter, though? I guess it should be fine.
そうか。こっちだ。案内しよう。
Come on, Okabe, don't break character. I calmly lead Mr. Braun and his daughter to a table in the back. What's going on? This must be Nai's first time in a cafe like this. Her eyes are sparkling with delight and wonder.
あれ、店長、なえ？なえちゃん？
Suzuha and Mayuri spot the pair and immediately trot over.
店長、チワースだにゃん。こんにちにゃんにゃん。
Honestly, that was really good, Suzuha. I just want to say.
おう。
鈴葉お姉ちゃんとまゆりお姉ちゃん、かわいいね。
まったくだ。なかなかイケてるじゃねえか。
そう？
Aww.
いいな、羨ましいな。私も着てみたい。なえちゃん、もうちょっと大きくなったらここでアルバイトするといいよ。
おっと、そいつは聞けねえ相談だぜ。うちの大事な娘におかしな虫でもついたらかなわねえからな。
Upsettingly, Mr. Braun looks dead at me.
そこでなぜ俺を見るのだミスターブラウンよ。
だっておめえ、年頃になった苗がこんな格好したら絶対によからぬことを考えるだろ。
Oh, come on, what do you take me for?
考えるわけないだろう。
なんだと。
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. A fierce fire appears in Mr. Braun's eyes.
そらあれか、うちの娘に魅力がねえとでも言いたいのか。
Mr. Ten. This is the proper response is Mr. Tenji, sir. Your daughter is adorable, but you know, age gap stumped them. Actually, I don't know. That falls apart.
そうではない。年の差を考えろと言っているのだ。
There we go. That's your correct response. Ugh, doting fathers are the worst. Ferris quickly rushes over the table with something in hand.
こんにちにゃんにゃん。あ、猫のお姉ちゃん。こんにちは。
Aww.
お話が聞こえたにゃん。これプレゼントするにゃん。
Ferris is holding cat ears in her hand. They're the same one all the maids wear at May Queen Nyan wear.
いいのかい？悪いな、猫の嬢ちゃん。
お礼には及ばないにゃん。その代わりナイニャンにはこの耳をつけてブラウン管工房のお客さんにうちの宣伝をしてもらいたいにゃん。
I just want to say, Ferris is smooth as hell. Dang.
お、タイアップってわけだな。大歓迎だぜ。
Dang, smooth, Ferris, smooth.
宣伝するよ。ほら、ナイニャン、つけてみるにゃ。
Nai puts the cat ears on her head and smiles brightly.
なかなかいいじゃん。
Aww.
そのうちマユシンがナエちゃんの着られるサイズの制服を作ってあげるね。本当？
よかった
あー
な。ねえ。ただし悪いやつには気をつけるんだぞ。
だからミスターブラウンよ。なぜそこで俺を見るのだ。
Alright. Oh, and about that collab campaign, I honestly wanted to yell about how it's a waste of time since the Bronto workshop never gets any customers, but I didn't want to upsetting the man beast. I keep my mouth shut. Why are you so mean to him? I mean, yeah, okay, he's kind of rough to you sometimes, but he's a nice guy. And so, our first day of work slowly reaches conclusion. At the end of the day, our customers mostly consisted of friends and associates swinging by, but even said May Queen Nyan felt like it had regained at least some of its old hustle and bustle. Ferris was overjoyed. Awesome! Oh! After agreeing to help out at May Queen, the days just whizzed by. A little penguin. And slowly but steadily, the number of customers visiting the cafe began to grow. Mayuri's friends in particular have been a great help. Thanks to the incredibly vast information network, customers just flock in to see Lukaku and, for some reason, me. Among those customers are the Fujoshi girls who have apparently decided to ship Lukaku and I. Yes, we all know what Fujoshi means. I do want to say, though, Fujo money is absolutely insane. So, you should play into it. I don't know. I mean, I'm the sort of guy that would sell his soul out for money, so sell out my soul for capitalism. So maybe you've got a bit more dignity than me, Okabe, but I don't know. I would go for it. This is no joke, and yet here I am again attempting to take orders while being interrogated.
お嬢様方、本日のご注文は何になさいますか?
To be fair, it's a lot easier. I suppose it's a lot easy for me to say when I've never been in that situation before. But I will.
クロト様?
Kuroto?
はい。なんでしょう、お嬢様。
Dang! Okay, but you're pretty good. Initially, I'd introduced myself as Kyoma, but I gave up after it became too annoying to correct people all the time. Recently, I've just been going by the name Seb. Honestly, it is what it is.
今日はルカ君はいないんですか?
ルカですか。彼女は家の手伝いでまだ来ておりません。
Oh my god.
それじゃクロト様もお寂しいですね。
別に。
Oh, come
寂し
on.
くなどありません。あれはただの友人ですから。
Then again, I am a bit of a people pleaser, so... Yeah, give the fans what they want. Fan service.
無理してるわ。かわいそう。
Yeah, honestly, once you go over to the female otaku side, you realize that they are no better.
ルカ君ってば何してるのか しら。うちの手伝いより黒田様の方が大事でしょ。
Why does it have to be like this? I want to scream out to the heavens, but I keep reminding myself this is all for May Queen. I need to keep it in. That said, this is on the tame side of things. There's only one other major problem I've been having, worse than even these girls. Oh lordy. Every now and then I can feel all the male customers shooting me piercing glares from all sides. It almost feels like they're negative. Oh no. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe you should have like 2 locations. It almost feels like their negative feelings towards me are burning through my skin. There's no doubt about it. They have to be Lukaku's royal guard, waiting for him to come in to work. For you see, Lukaku's a bit of a fan club of male visitors recently. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Lukaku's definitely got that cross-gender appeal. Dar's been working on May Queen Yanyan's site pretty regular, and some of the parts are already open to the public. One of those sections being the maid introductions. Lukaku's profile is right up on there, and that caused something of a frenzy over on the A-channel cosplay boards. To be honest, most of the comments I saw were fairly positive, but some folks whipped themselves up into a tizzy saying things like, "There's no way someone this cute can be a girl, I'm gonna go check things out!" The end result? Instant customers. And so... I'm gonna have to look that up. And so the worst case scenario happened, in which case I am being shipped with Lukaku by the Fujoshi, and Lukaku's fans want nothing of it. That is so lame, right? That whole Darkness Butler thing is ridiculous. Everything he's doing is so fucking crazy, lol. What's up with that face, lol, 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 lol. We all know it, we all know it. Yes, we all know this. Since he can't get it... Wow! Come on, he's just doing a job. He's just working. Since he can't get any girls, he's probably just setting for spoiled goods. M9, oh. Needless to say, there's also Seb Defense Force. There's no doubt in my mind that these posters are women. I can see why a creepy fat loser would be jealous of Seb. Yeah, you're all just jealous. You're all just under arrest for libel. I'm gonna reveal your IDs and sue your asses. If someone like Seb can't get laid, there's no way in hell any of you are, lol. Oh my god. And so here I am, feeling I'm sitting on a bed of nails. Damn, I don't even know what to say at this point. Guys, seriously, come on, I know he looks beautiful and all, but Lukaku's a guy. What reason is there to be jealous of me? Why am I getting shit with him? Really? I don't know, man. If I was Okabe, I would be like, it appears my superiority has caused some controversy. After I finish serving the customers, I grumble to myself near the kitchen. Krisa overhears me as she passes by. She's carrying a plate with an omelette on it. She's probably gonna bring it to a customer. On the omelette, "Die" is written in big letters using ketchup. As much as I have reservations about this whole character of hers, customers seem to dig it. Oh my god. While Lukaku's might occupy the spotlight most of the time, Krisa is slowly accumulating her own personal army of maniac fans. I love the way Krisa Nyan looks down at me with her cold, uncaring eyes. By the way, have any of you seen that show? Well, it's not a show, it's really short. It's like a series of shorts. Well, not shorts, it's like series of short videos. I want you to show me your panties with a disgusted face. I started to see these posts on A-channel, and now and then I see Kurisu in front of the PC looking like she's seen a ghost. Kurisu flashes me a smile as she heads out to the hall. She stops and turns around to look at me.
Ah, そういえば、今日の夜ってミーティングがあるのよね。
ああ、例の PV のアイデアがまとまったらしい。フェイリスと誰が何か作ってた。
橋田が
俺も少しばかり不安だが。
Come on!
まあ、あいつも今回の件に関しては一生懸命やってくれている。
For some reason,
していいだろう。
For some reason, I have a feeling things aren't gonna go well just because you said that. Then again, he doesn't act cocky, so who knows? It's 50-50, I'd say. Kurisu can't hide the uneasiness in her voice as she carries her deadly omelette out to the floor. By the way, before serving the omelette to the customer,
床に這いつくばって食べなさい。お前にはそれがお似合いだわ。
Is apparently among the things she says to them. Naturally, she used Daru as a reference point. Wow, poor guy. The customers beg for forgiveness, and she allows them to eat like normal, but I just don't get what's so fun about any of this. I guess I'm not enough of a pervert. I get you, Okabe. It's like, I'm a horn dog too, but I'm like fairly vanilla horn dog. Someone called me like a triple chocolate. Someone called me like a... Because I'm known as the horny guy in some servers. But then you come across like... At some point, like, some really, like unhinged people start coming in. And at that point, it's like, no, you're like the, You're like a triple serve vanilla soft serve with, like, extra chocolate chip. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, you know what? That sounds like me. Not that I want to be one in the first place. Customers... Not that I want to be one in the first place. Thus, despite having lost a great deal of its customers, May Queen Neon Squared is finally regaining some of its liveliness, little by little. I feel like slowly but steadily, things are beginning to look up. Oh, and as for our wages, Ferris wasn't kidding when she said she planned on paying us for our work. I didn't decide to help her because I wanted money, but she told me to use it for the lab's operating budget, so I accepted her gracious donation. And just like that, the lab's money problems look to be becoming a thing of the past. After closing up shop for the day, we all get together at the lab. Like I told Karisu earlier, we're holding a meeting to discuss the May Queen Nyan Nyan PV. Everyone sits in a circle around the table, and Ferris places what looks like a stack of papers in the center.
これが今回のプロモビデオの台本だにゃ。
台本？もしかしてドラマ仕立てになっているの？
Ooh.
だいたい5分くらいの作品になるはずだにゃ。へえ、エリスちゃんに台本が書けるなんて知らなかったよ。そう言うと、フェイリスはアイディアだけで全部ダロニャに書いてもらっちゃったにゃ。
Ferris is honestly really cool. Like, I mean, I've known this for a while, but like... Anyways.
僕的には割といいストーリーになったと思うんだよね。
でも、お芝居なんてできるかな、僕。
It'll be fine.
ルカシはそう言うと思ってさ、セリフとか簡単な役にしといたから。
本当ですか？ありがとうございます。
せっかくだから、ちょっとみんなで読み合わせしてみるにゃ。
そうだな。やってみるとするか。
Ferris begins to pass out copies of the script. Since the promo video is only going to be about 5 minutes long, the batch of papers isn't particularly thick. That said...
ちょっと聞いていいか？
I point to the huge letters printed on the first page.
まさかとは思うが。
What is it? Oh,
これが
lordy.
タイトルなのか？
そうにゃ。
Raimet Itaru, Sweet Battlers. Raimet Itaru, Sweet Battlers. No matter how many times I read the text, it refuses to change.
タイトルを考えたのは誰だな。
いやいや違うんだお。僕が主役とかじゃないから。主人公の名前がどうしても思いつかなくてさ。この世で一番かっこいい名前をつけただけなんだよ。
You know what, Daru? I feel you. I feel you.
自分でかっこいいとか言うな。
もうこの時点で嫌な予感がするのは私だけです。
Oh, lordy.
大丈夫？著作権。
Actually, that's a good point. No, Mocha actually raises a really good point.
平気だお。ライネットとは設定から何から全くの別物だしね。
とにかく批評するなら読んでからにするにゃ。
それもそうね。配役は。
Everyone turns the page. Leading role, beautiful maid of love and justice, Itaru. Oh, okay. Luca plays Urushibara Luca.
こ
簡単な役にしといたって。
どう
じゃあなんで主役なんですか？
Is the leading role simple? I have my doubts. Lukaku's eyes are filled with tears.
だからね、セリフを簡単にしといたよって意味わかる？
そんな。だって主役なんて僕。
Come on, Luka. I believe in you.
ルカニャン、聞いてほしいにゃ。
That's true.
今メイクイーンはルカニャンファンで溢れ返っているのにゃ。
Listen, you're our star.
当然主役はルカニャンに決まっているのにゃ。
You're our star, Luka. Come on. Do it for capitalism.
本当はフェイリスだって主役をやりたい。でも悔しいけど今のヒロインはルカニャンを置いて他にないのにゃ。だからお願いだにゃ。フェイリスの分まで頑張ってほしいにゃ、ルカニャン。
Despite his face still dripping with tears, Lukaku is unable to resist Ferris's pleas any further.
それよりもね、フェイリスさん。それ以外の配役なのに。
Oh my god, I'm actually curious. Itaro's rival, Ferris Nyan Nyan. Itaro's best friend, Rin Rin Amaha ne Suzuha. Itaro's kind older sister, Moi Moi Kirimoka.
これがどうかしたかにゃ。
いやいや、そこじゃなくてその後。
Oh my god, oh, I gotta say this. Cold-hearted hellmaid who torments Itaru, Kurisu, Makise Kurisu.
地獄メイドって何？地獄メイドって。
マキセ氏のキャラに合わせて考えたんだ。
Wow!
あれを配信するのは NG？
衣装はセクシーなボンテージです。
Oh my, that makes it even worse.
絶対にノー。あとね、これは何なの？
Where's the protect? Hellmaid's super slave nemesis. Name. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's hilarious.
超奴隷って私に何をさせる気？
Oh my god, Taru, damn! Alright, 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 I see how it is. I see how it is.
いやいや、いろいろさせられるのは僕の方です。
脳みそずる出してやる。背骨バキ折ってやる。
Exactly, that's how you're supposed to.
ダル君。
マユシもなんかあんの？
マユシーのこれは何かな。
Mascot Doofy Mayushi, Shina Mayuri.
犬。
What? Oh, come on!
マユシー、ワンちゃん？ワンちゃんと言っても、ほら、魔女っ子アニメによく出てくるマスコットキャラのことだにゃ。
Well, yeah. Okay, okay.
ああ、そういうことか。でも、なんで名前がうっかりまゆし。
Oh, come on! That's actually mean. Like, that's actually kind of mean.
それは聞かなくてもわかるっしょ。
To be fair, it could just be the translation. I don't actually know.
おほん。さて、最後は俺が文句を言う番だな。
なんだよ、まだあるん？
Okabe could be like a good twist villain.
いいかよく聞け。
Itaro's doting lover, Hoin Seb. Oh my god.
これ以上客を煽ってどうする？胃袋に穴を開けるつもりか？
Hey, listen, listen. It brings in the bucks, okay? It brings in the bucks.
だいたい、ホーインクロトというのはなんだ？人の大事なマナに変なものをくっつけるな！
Well, okay, to be fair, now that I think about it, since it's just kind of like a parody, like a PV, right? I think the copyrights and stuff should be fine. Like, this is different enough. Like, they're not making like an actual anime OVA. This should be fine. I structured this story more to be like, see, if you really want the Fujo, if you really want to make Fujo money, you'd make him the villain and the lover at the same time. Trust me, I know my tropes.
だってさ、春菜たんが、春菜たんっていうのはマユシの友達のレイヤーさんね。 春菜たんがこういう設定にすれば絶対に受けるって言うんだお。
So what I'm sort of saying is like, you set up Kurisu as like the main villain, and then like Okabe appears in as like a bigger villain, and they like have to team up. I don't know. My story writer's going haywire here.
あの不女子軍団の差し金か。
とにかくさ、フェイリスさんも言ったけど、文句は台本を読んでからにしてほしいよ。
Oh my god, it's gonna be just as bad. I'm actually curious.
そうだにゃ。ほら、みんな読み合わせしてみるにゃ。
Oh my god. Oh my god. I've got a bad feeling about this.
わかったわ。確かに読んでもいないのに批判するのは良くないわね。
It'll be worse.
ああ、そうだな。
Oh my god. We end up reading through the script, each of us voicing our own lines. The protagonist is a little tail, Itaro, he's a guy, spends her days attending an all-girls high school in the city. But Itaro has a secret. He is an angel reincarnated from a different world, the planet of Sora, to be exact. She has an important mission she must complete. That mission is to fill our corrupted Earth with the power of dreams, just like the planet of Sora. To do that, he must become the legendary maid, the bringer of lover and dreams. She trains endlessly towards this goal.
やるよ。世界一のメイドさんを
Oh
決め
my
る。
god.
ライメイドスイートバトル世界大会に出て絶対に優勝する。
I mean, to be fair, it is like a short preview video. It should be fun. It's like, I don't know how long it is, but it's like a parody preview video, so yeah, I've got the feeling a bit of a Mary Sue, but it should be fine. However, before him stands a powerful, unflinching shaped rival, the great Ferris Nian Nian.
そうはいかないにゃ。イタルを倒し、フェイリスこそが世界一のメイドさんになるんだにゃ。
Ferris as a rival, interesting. But that's not all. The jealous witch, the cold-blooded hell-made Chris is lying in wait.
このウジ虫。お前ごときがライメイドスイートバトルで優勝などできるものか。はあ。
Yeah, I'm surprised Kurisu's VA didn't do more than this.
ああ、痛い。
Oh my god.
やめてください。
Oh my god.
そうですよ、クリス様。やるなら僕を
Jesus
思う
Christ.
存分やってください。
やかましい。
うわー、幸せだ。
Jesus Christ. Delicious, nameless. Amidst this cruel and desperate battle, there's but a moment of peace.
みんな心配しているわ。イタル。姉さん、何にもできないけど。携帯の機種変なら相談に乗るから。
Is the cell phone magical?
イタル、元気出せよ。ほら、草やるよ、草。三丁目の空き地に生えてたやつさ。もぐもぐ。何？いらないの？じゃあこっちはどう？なんとラジカンの屋上で見つけたタンポポだ。もぐもぐ。
I have a feeling that their actual personalities are starting to filter in a little. Like the cell phone, the dandelions.
ワンワン。イタルくん大変だよ。マユシーの後ろからパタパタ変な音がするんだ。もしかして敵かもしれないよ。
Oh my god.
ああ、そうか。これはマユシー
Oh,
の尻尾だ。
okay, that's actually mean.
うっかりうっかり。ワンワン。
It's actually, I don't know. This feels a little. My Yushi's part feels a little too mean. I don't know. And so, the eternal power of love is all that stands between young Itara and the depths of despair. Oh my god.
我が愛すべき
Oh my god.
宿命という名の帳に包まれた
You got the Fujo flowers, the Fujo filter, or not, the Shoujo filter.
我が身を地獄の豪華に幾千回焼かれようともひるみはしだがこの私はまたロードを黒く染めんとする魔界の眷属なり。ああ、この身のなんと呪わしきことか。この苦しみから逃れることが叶わぬのなら、神よ、我らに業を与え続ける天上の暴君よ、いっそのこと この黒き翼を切り落とし我が魂を永劫の闇にほふってしまうがいい。
Okabe's a good voice actor. And no, I'm not talking about Okabe's voice actor, who is also amazing. They're all amazing. It's just, I mean, like, Okabe in universe is a good voice actor based on just this, like, text. Because you saw how, sort of Mayuri, Hana Kanazawa, one of my favorite VAs, like, wasn't like very good because it indicates how Mayuri's not a good VA. But Okabe actually is a... It must be all that Chuni energy. That's probably it. I should be more of a Chuni-san. Maybe I should be a Chuni. That sounds like a lot of fun. Imagine just acting like Okabe every single day. I definitely do that. How will it all end? Can Itar defeat her rivals and use the power of true love to win the Rainet Maid Sweet battle? Good luck, Itaru, until the day you stand at the top of the maid world. I do kind of want to say, though, wouldn't it have been better to just use their actual maid names?
さて、問題点はいろいろあるが。
とりあえずこれだけは言っておかないとね。
何を？
どうして私が無知振り回さなきゃいけないわけ？
Come on, that's a character. Well, to be fair, that is the character you chose, sort of.
まゆし、いくらなんでもこんなにおバカさんじゃないよ。
Yeah, no, I feel like the Mayuri part, like everything else, like, yeah, it's a little ridiculous, but I could get it. But I feel like the Mayuri part actually feels a little mean-spirited.
私、草ばっか食べて牛みたいじゃん。
I mean... You're telling me that's not your actual personality leaking through. That's your actual... Yeah, what is the point of that? That just seems dumb. That just seems like... That just kind of like breaks my immersion.
ハートやっぱり柱が気持ち悪い。
そもそもこれはどんなストーリーなんだ。魔法少女ものなのか、根性ヒロインものなのか、短美系オカルトものなのか、とにかく風呂敷を広げすぎていてさっぱり感情移入できん。そう思うだろう、ルカ子も。
Oh my god, Lukaku's actually gonna not hate it.
え、何を赤くなっているお前。
It's because Lukaku actually likes Rentaro. We've known this for a while.
いえ、別にその京馬さんがこんなに僕のことをとか考えてませんから。
一応確認しておくぞ。今のは全部芝居だからな。
Honestly, poor guy.
ふにゃごめんにゃみんな。
Ferris's expression darkens.
違うぞフェイリス。ダルの台本が悪いと文句を言ってるんだ。別にフェイリスのアイデアが悪いわけではない。
This is all Ferris's idea, wasn't it?
そうよ。柱の台本がダメなだけだから気にしないで。
She's gonna be the one that wrote the entire thing.
助けて。あまねし、まゆし。二人が僕をいじめるんだお。
I have a feeling Ferris actually wrote the entire thing.
いやー、ごめんごめん。今草食べてるから忙しいんだ。まゆしはうっかりワンちゃんなので役に立ちません。プンスカプン。
Yeah, no, my Yuri, like, the Mayuri part was actually kind of... I feel like that was, like, genuinely, that does feel kind of mean, though. I don't know.
まさか、あまねしとまゆしまでオラオラですか？
I forget what that means. I only know Ora Ora from the JoJo thing. Star Platinum. Suzuha and Mayuri can't help but burst into laughter at seeing Daro's eyes widen.
この台本少し直していい？
Actually, yeah, let's get a... They say too many cooks in the kitchen ruin the broth, but honestly, maybe a third person would fix it somehow. I don't know if a fire's been lit deep inside her pro-writer spirit, but Mocha chimes in nonetheless. Hell yeah! Come on, Mocha!
そんなことできるのか？
Hell yeah!
大丈夫だと思う。
You remember from the last route, right?
解約は困るんだけど。
これ以上悪くなるか。
It... Never say that, Kurisu. Ever.
うわ、容赦ねえよ。
It can always, no matter what, any situation, it can always get worse.
手を入れてもらえるのはありがたいが、いつまでにできる指圧しよう。
Shiatsushi. Oh, wow.
何？
そんなに早くかにゃ？
Well, she's only... I assume she's just, like, cleaning up some of the scripts, not...
少し直せば大丈夫。方向間違ってるだけだから。
What is the direction? As far as I'm concerned, that's the biggest problem, but I decide to let Mocha handle it nevertheless. Honestly, I don't know.
けど明日は例の取材記事を見せてもらう約束になってたにゃ。そっちもあるのに大丈夫なのかにゃ？記事も明日の午後に。はにゃー、すごいにゃ。
That's why they call her Shining Finger. Mocha may very well be more talented than I've given her credit for. Shy with her expectant gazes, Mocha blushes and looks away. With the meeting over, the lab mems go to their separate ways. As usual, Daro and I are the only ones left at the lab. I consider brainstorming some future gadget ideas since it's been a while, but as I take a look at the shelves, I spot some PC parts and immediately remember something. I throw on my sandals and run outside. Dashing towards UPX, I eventually catch up with Ferris.
おい、フェイリス。
はにゃにゃ、どうかしたのかにゃ？
いや、実はな。
はにゃ、まさかこんな時間からお誘い。そんなのダメにゃ。お家に帰らないとフェイリスいけない子になってしまうにゃ。
She shoots me an alluring glare. Oh. For just a moment, I could feel myself turning red, but I'm fairly used to dealing with this cat girl's flirty nature, so I managed to pull myself together.
安心しろ。そんな非常識なことはしない。
はにゃ。
Ferris looks dissatisfied. She cutely pouts her lips, almost as if she was saying, I wanted you to ask me out. You just don't understand how girls work. Nya. I decide to ignore it.
そうじゃなくて。お前、レトロ PC に詳しいんだってな。
大好きだにゃ。
Ferris's eyes light up in excitement.
実は、俺もちょっと興味があるんだ。空いた時間にでも中古ショップに行かないか。
行く行く。フェイリス行きつけのお店を紹介するにゃ。
Ferris's mood has done a complete 180. She has a huge smile on her face. It's moments like this when she seems her age. Actually, she feels even younger if anything. I can't believe that a young girl like this owns and runs May Queen Yan Square by herself. I can't believe it until we joined the fight. She was doing battle with assholes like 4 degrees Celsius the entire time. How old was she again? I forget. Just who exactly is Ferris Nyan Yan? I decide not to pry into her past. Just doesn't seem necessary. And no matter what I ask, I'm sure she'd just reply with, Ferris is Ferris, Nya, or something of that sort. Honestly, as long as she's one of her friends, having fun with us at the lab, it doesn't matter who she really is. After spending a little time chatting, Ferris eventually decides to head home. On her way, she repeatedly turns around to wave at me. All I could do is stand and watch her until she disappears into the crowd of people. The next morning, Ferris and I are standing in front of an apartment building near Akihabara. I woke up to an email from Mocha this morning. The script is done! Hehe, I'm such a genius, right? Except, I kinda pulled an all-nighter and can't move anymore. I'm gonna need some shut-eye. Here's my address. Here's my address. You could just swing by and grab it. No worries, I live alone, Mocha. Our place is located in an old 2-floor building made out of wood. It gives off a distinct Showa era feel to it, and I wouldn't be terribly surprised if it was built over 40 years ago. When I say it has a Showa era feel to it, I don't mean that in a good way. The place is in a terrible condition. The staircase and the outside hallways are full of rusted pipes and the like, and I hope this thing doesn't fall apart. Ferris and I cautiously climb the iron stairs and head to Mocha's apartment. I knock on the door, but silence.
Oi! Shiatsushi!
Where does she sleep?
もういにゃ
Now that I think about it, I don't think I saw a bed. Does she just sleep on the ground? I won't be surprised. We both call out to her, knocking a little more strongly this time. Still, no reply.
ーどうしたのかにゃ
She's asleep.
寝てるのかもしれん。
にゃ困ったにゃ
Ferris furrows her brow, then casually turns the doorknob. And then, with a creepy creaking sound, the door slowly opens.
あ開いちゃったにゃ
不用心にも程があるな。
Yeah. It's entirely possible that she left the door open for us, because she knew we were coming to get the script, but even then, that's way too dangerous for a woman living alone.
もういにゃ入るにゃ
Ferris calls up to Mocha and steps to the doorway. The next moment, I hear a tiny scream.
どうした？
Did something happen? I immediately rush in after Ferris. Hold on, let me go turn off the AC. Okay, and the blinds. Did something happen? I immediately rush in after Ferris. Ga? True chaos. Not the chaos that I, Hoin Kyoma, seek, no. The spectacle before my eyes is that of which even I would never willingly partake in. Convenience store bags are strewn about every which way. Empty beer and cocktail cans are scattered all over the place. All over the place. Amid the dirty floors on the floor are papers that I can only assume are research material for her articles. It's all just a huge mess.
やっぱり片付けられない女だったか。
Women who can't clean.
にゃすごいのにゃ
I thought she said Burinyu for a second. In one of the corners of the room, I spot Mocha curled up into a ball on the floor. She's not even sleeping in a futon. I take off my shoes and step in. Bear's close behind me.
おい、シアツシ。すまないが、少しだけ起きてくれ。
もういにゃ台本をもらいに来たにゃもういにゃ起こしてごめんにゃレイディスさんおかって
Do you just sleep in your clothes like that?
てめるな。
I speak close to her ear, causing her to sit up, blinking confusedly.
何じゃなくて、台本ができたってメールくれたろ。
Looks like she's finally got blood flowing to her brain. Mocha remembers why we're here. After slowly crawling over to her table, she begins rummaging through stuff on top of it. Books, copies of documents, and all kinds of other items fall onto the floor.
これかな
Mocha hands Ferris a printed stack of papers.
にゃ
Ferris seems confused. I curiously peek over her shoulder and see in big, bold letters, Now you two can be a cleanup pro. 10 vital rules from a charismatic housewife. Yeah, no comment.
間違えそれ別の記事
Mocha grabs a stack of papers from Ferris and puts it back where she found it. She hands over a separate stack. Hey, Shining Finger, maybe you should get that charismatic housewife to clean your own place before you write an article like that. As I internally shake my head in dismay, Ferris reads over the read-on script. She nods, clearly satisfied with the end result.
すごいにゃ。これならみんな OK してくれると思う。
Hell yeah! I take a look at the script and yeah, the basic story is mostly the same, but all our complaints have been addressed. The weird, vague parts have been cleared up, and now it's a proper maid story. To be honest, I never knew Shining Finger had this kind of talent. She should be writing novels or something. Oh, Kobe, only if you knew.
こっちももちき。
Mocha points to the printer next to the table. What appears to be recently printed papers are still sitting in the tray. While there are still some blanks here and there, the headers and photos are neatly laid out. She must be using this as a reference to see how it'll look in the magazine. The article itself is about the Akiba Maid Cafe War, and judging from the headlines on the page, it's either going to be going to be about Shido's crooked methods and all the illicit rumors surrounding him.
萌えにゃは頼りになるにゃ。できたらよ
だがな、その前にちゃんと寝ろしやつし。今日はお前休みなんだろ。
Mocha immediately lays down and closes her eyes. Less like sleeping and more like fainting.
なあおい、それはちゃんと寝るとは言わん。着替えろ。布団を敷け。
But no matter how much I shake her body, Mocha stays silent. No other choices left to me. I cover her with a blanket that's lying nearby, and Ferris and I quietly exit the room. Fortunately, the door has a push-type automatic locking cylinder, so I'm able to lock it from the outside.
さてと、どうするかな。
American company Chalage. Huge number of units, high economy growth period. Due to its inability to keep thieves out. What? Then why would you... Primarily used on bathroom and hallway doors. Oh! You mean those? Oh! I've got that on my room right now. On my bedroom door. Soul name. I look down at my watch. It's still only 10 a.m. We spent less at Mocha's place than I expected, so we're ahead of schedule. Both of us figured we'd be discussing things for a while with Mocha, and then we'd head to May Queen Yan Squared in the afternoon.
しょうがないにゃ。ちょっと早いけど、フェイリスはメイクインでお仕事するにゃ。
じゃあ俺もそうするか。
That said, we have maids on duty at May Queen right now. Mayuri and Lukaku are both there, plus 2 veteran maids who refuse to give in to Shido's threats. With customers fairly sparse during the morning hours, there won't be much work for us to do. Nonetheless, the 2 of us make our way towards May Queen Yan Yan. Yan Squared. Yan Yan. Whatever. Akiba in the morning has a different kind of hustle and bustle compared to the evening hours. Wow! It's a bit more saturated. Interesting. Stores are either opening up or preparing to, with workers and clerks carrying merchandise and putting up displays inside and outside. And since summer vacation is in full swing, there are more casual shoppers walking around than ever. I stop in a certain corner of town. Why? The sign on one of the buildings in front of me reads, used PCs. If we head straight to May Queen Yan Squared, Ferris will probably have her mind on work for the rest of the day. How often does she have free time like this? I wonder if she can't use this opening to give her a bit of a break.
なあフェイリス。昨日約束しただろ。 レトロ PC を扱ってるショップに案内してくれるって。ちょっと行ってみないか？
これから？
おう。
Fair seems surprised by my sudden suggestion. She looks up in thought, as though she's figured out what I'm getting at, then grins at me.
にゅふふ。このフェイリスとデートできるなんて光栄に思ってほしいにゃ
デートなどではない。我が研究のためのレトロ PC 探しだ。
うふー。
なんだ？
Ferris looks like she's plotting something. You know, like a cat ready to cause some mischief.
キャストオフだにゃ
Cast off? Thanks to hobbyists who customize. Haha. No. I get this. I know about this. I know my stuff. Fierce immediately vanishes from my line of sight. Surprised by the suddenness of this all, I turn around to find her right behind me.
What?
What?
ー。キャストオフ完了。
Aww. In front of my eyes stands not a cat girl, but a regular high school girl. Ferris's trademark cat ears are gone.
何のつもりだ、フェイリスニャンニャン。
Undercover.
何ってデートだから。
Oh, lordy.
違うというのに。
私の猫耳はね、展開から使わされたフェイリスニャンニャンがフェイリスであるための呪縛なんだよ。だから猫耳をつけてるときは私特別な男の子と仲良くしちゃいけないの。
She gently laughs, but not in the cat-like voice she usually does. But not in the cat-like voice she usually does. Her tone has changed completely, and there's not a nyan in sight. If anything, she sounds more elegant, sweet even. Strangely enough, these small changes are enough to have completely altered the atmosphere that surrounds her.
フェイリスじゃない私は初めましてかな。
She doesn't desuwa though, that's a shame.
いや、でもフェイリスはフェイリスだろ？
そうだけど。
Ah, ha. She quickly brings her lips close to my ear. What's this fragrance? A subtle aroma, sweet and fruity, tickles my sense of smell. Ugh.
ものすごい秘密教えようか。
Her gentle breath brushes up against my ear. Oh. Oh.
マナとは違う。今の私の名前。
She's right. There's no way Ferris Nyanyan is her actual name. She has to have a proper, normal name.
ただね、それを聞いてしまったら今日のには魔法がかかるかもしれないよ。
魔法？
そう。私のこと好きになっちゃう魔法。
は？
Instinctively, I turn and look directly at her. Her eyes are narrowed, and I can see her softly laugh. With such a different air about her, I can hardly think straight, but deep down she's still the same Ferris Nyan Nyan. The second I come to this conclusion, she pulls away from me.
やっぱりやめた。
え？
マヨシやクーニャンに叱られるかもしれないし。
なんであいつらの名前がここで出てくるんだ？
さあ。
Bear smiles and shrugs her shoulders before suddenly wrapping her arm around mine. She gently tugs at me.
さあ、行こう、今日も。
Her tugging is so girlish that I can't even work up the energy to pull away and scold her like I always do. Fierce smiles and giggles, leaving me at her mercy as we head down towards a retro PC shop.
これは
Aww, this will make a good thumbnail. Although probably not, since we're reaching the end today. Wide-eyed in amazement, I stand before what can only be described as a mountain of treasure. The retro PC shop Ferris has brought me to is deep within a back alley in Akiba. I imagine only the most die-hard of fans know about this place. Inside and outside the store are shelves filled with old PCs. The first set of shelves in the store are dedicated to devices that were overproduced. The prices are pretty cheap too. This includes the PC 6001, 8001, 88 series, and more. An X68, like the one enshrined in the lab's experiment room, is casually sitting here amongst other machines.
おエフィータウンズ2ではないか
Huh. I latch onto the video-equipped Bronto TV-like body. By the time I was a small child, this particular model had been discontinued. Fortunately for me, a neighborhood friend had one at their house, and we pretend to be programmers on it.
こっちのこれは NZ80C かいや 80K2 か
Aww. Whoa! Onto the hardware, loaded language from the cassette to the RAM every time that had to be booted. The system is very similar to present CDs. Cassette tapes! Oh my god. It's been a long time since I've seen a cassette tape. When's the last time I've seen a DVD? Oh man. I think I talked about this once with the viewer on the channel, actually. It was during a Steins Gate. I don't remember if it was a Steins Gate or if it was by Steins Gate My Darling's Embrace. But yeah, it's like DVDs and cassette tapes. Cassette tapes are a bit more recent. DVDs are like ain't. They just disappeared at some point. I never noticed it disappeared. I never noticed they disappeared until at some point I was like, wait, where'd they all go? Same with CDs. Like, CDs were just like a part of life and then they suddenly disappeared. And I didn't even notice that they disappeared until like I looked around and I was like, wait, why don't we use those anymore?
見てこれ
おお MC37
Bit tit. As something of a game console. Considered to be a spiritual, the Vial. Oh, I know that these are like outdated too, though. That's so crazy.
ビットヒットだ
その相性を知っている女子高生がいるとは思わなかったなこっちはコンタかうわ PX78 まで
I can't help but raise my voice after seeing it sitting there naked, out in the open.
ねえねえ今日はこっちのコーナー NSX がずらっと並んでるよ
たまらんな全て買い占めたい気分だ
Ferris and I excitedly browse the old PCs and game consoles, making our way to the back of the store. Oh, in the back there's a showcase of super expensive and rare machines. You know, the kinds one might expect to find in a place like this. Domestic hardware. Shabo did not. Most consumers... The less expensive, lower performance device over the alternative. Intense price war. Leading to the death of the... Matsuyama Electronics still standing. Gundam, the Gundam PC. Is that... I know that these are like based on actual things though. I assume it would have been named the Compa, computer compatibility, something like that.
これパパが持ってたよ
Ferris's eye sparkles with delight as she puts her face up against the case.
えすごいなこれこそ本当の意味でレトロ PC だぞ
I want one of those like ancient retro PCs that took up an entire room. Now that is a retro PC. Naturally, the price is absurd. If we'd just be going by basic specs, it should be dirt cheap. But you could easily buy 10 of the latest PCs for this amount.
フェイリスのパパさんはかなりの PC コレクターなんだな。
結構いろんなの集めてたよ。
フェイリスのレトロ PC 好きはそのせいだってマイルから聞いた。
そんな感じ。
Aw.
懐かしい。こっちのやつもパパが大事にしてた。
Ferris continues to cast her gaze at the showcase, her eyes sparkling with delight. But despite her high spirits, I can't help but notice that she keeps referring to her father in the past tense. Now that I think about it, the last time we visited her place, her mother was the one that came out to greet us.
どうしたの？私の顔に何かついてる。
あ、いや、
あれれれ、もしかして私の名前も聞いてないのに魔法がかかっちゃった？
バカ言うな。
照れちゃってかわいいにゃん。
I pout at her, and for just a moment she laughs and returns to her cat-like speaking style. Aww.
はあ、面白かった。
After hitting up that first shop, the two of us went on to peruse the other back alley shops all across Akiba. We also checked out some retro game shops and even got into a fierce rhythm game competition at an arcade. After wandering for a while, we eventually ended up at an open-air cafe. Yeah, this is a date, isn't it? Ferris has been in good spirits since the start of this little trip. I'm glad I invited her out. What's the time?
たまにはこういうのもいいものだな。
たまにはっていうのはレトロ PC やゲームをダラダラ見て回ること？それとも女の子とデートすること？
Both.
お前はまだそういうことを言うか。
Ferris sticks her tongue out from between her lips.
だいたいデートで秋葉の裏通りとか PC ショップとかありえないだろう。
That's a date? What are you talking about?
そうかな。
That's a date? What are you talking about? Ferris puts her finger to her lips and thinks about it for a moment.
でも私にとっては特別な場所なんだよ。子供の頃ね、よくパパと一緒にこうやってお散歩したの。迷路みたいな路地を歩いてレトロ PC ショップを見たりゲームをしたり、本当に楽しかったな。
Ferris's gazes shift as though she's looking far off into the distance.
で、その時ね、パパがよく言ってた。ルミホはいつまでパパと一緒にこうして歩いてくれるのかなって。いつか大切な人ができたらパパじゃなくてその人と歩くのかなって。だからね、私にとっては特別な場所なの。
Ferris laughs softly, but I could still see a flash of loneliness in her eyes, as though she's chasing after something far in the past. A smile suddenly drops from Ferris's face, and she covers her mouth. Panicked, she starts to blink rapidly.
どうした？
今教えちゃった、私の名前。
Oopsies.
そうだったか？
Oh, come on! Well, I suppose I caught it better because I already know.
とぼけてる。聞いたでしょ。
おう、まあ。
Rumiho. That's what Ferris said to me.
ああ、これで魔法がかかっちゃったね、今日は。
Aww.
それはない。
そこまできっぱり言わなくてもいいじゃない。
Ferris pouts with her small red lips.
今日なんかそんなに意地悪だとは思わなかったな。
俺は残虐なるマッドサイエンティストだからな。当然だ。
嘘。優しくて お人よしで、あとお人よしで優しいくせに。
Aww.
その2つしかないのか。
Aww. Rumi Ferris's expression brightens, and she takes a sip of the iced tea sitting on the table. Then, after playing with the straw for a moment,
あのね、今日も
I'm curious as to how this is gonna play out, though, because, like, I haven't seen much, like, chemistry between the two yet. And now we're sort of starting to see it a little more. Like, a lot of the focus was on other characters, so, like, now we're sort of starting to see, like, the start of this.
今日はありがとう。そしてごめんなさい。
何がだ。
私がかなり参ってることバレちゃってたんだね。
何のことかわからんな。
はにゃー。フェイリスニャンニャンもまだまだ修行が足りないにゃ
まだまだも何も。お前は高校生なんだ。そんなに頑張る必要はないだろ。
フェイリスにはそうも言ってられない事情があるのにゃ。
What reason could she be referring to? Nothing else. I feel like I'm starting to finally understand. I've always seen Ferris as a girl that lives life at her own pace, but in reality she's just a normal high school girl. And that normal high school girl is shouldering an absurdly heavy burden.
なあ、フェイリス。もっと俺たちを頼ればいい。そのための仲間だ。またそういう顔をするんだな。お前、今困ったような顔をした。前もそうだった。みんなに迷惑とか、みんなに悪いとか、そんな風に思うのはやめてもらった方が嬉しい。少なくとも俺はそう思う。
ごめんなさい。
だから謝るなよ。
Hey, shoot her a light glare. And Ferris immediately looks away. Pretty rare for someone like her who always looks people in the eye when she talks. Ooh.
私ずっと大人たちに混じって戦ってきたの。大切なものを守るために。大人の中にはいろんな人がいて、私を利用しようと笑顔を見せながら近寄ってきたり、味方だって言いながら次の日には平気で裏切ったり。私がいなくなればいいのにって本気で思ってる人たちも大勢いるわ。
そんな。
She's just a high school girl. She's just a tiny cat-like girl. Why? How could anyone think that? Dramatic irony.
だからね、私こんなに可愛くない子になっちゃったんだ。私、目を見ればその人の心が読めるの。今何を考えていて、これから私をどうしようとしてるのかとか、私にどのくらい敵意を持っていて、どのくらい邪魔だと思っているのかとか、みんなわかっちゃう。でも逆に自分の心は読ませない。絶対に。
Ooh.
ね、可愛くないでしょ。
That makes it better, damn it! Ferris raises the corner of her mouth just a little bit. Just a little bit. But the usual twinkle in her eyes is gone. They're devoid of all light.
だからね、京馬たちといると怖いの。
怖い。
そう、 みんな裏表なしに私のことを心配してくれて、何の見返りも求めてこなくて、ただ私のためだけにいろいろなことをしてくれ。私そういうお友達を持ったことがないから怖いんだ。こんな素敵な関係を壊したくない、失いたくないって思うのに、じゃあどうしたら失わずに済むのか全くわからないの。いつか京馬たちが私のことを必要としなくなって、でも私はそれをどうすることもできなくて、みんなどこかへ行っちゃうんじゃないかって、そんなことばっかり考えてる。
フェイリス。
バカだな私。
I'm an idiot. I can't even begin to imagine the type of words that Ferris has lived up until now. His little soul has been fighting alone in this world for so long. She's lost sight of the things most important to her. She's lost sight of the fact that those important things are right there in front of her, and that taking hold of them is easy as Without thinking, I extend my hand and place it on Ferris's head. I ruffle her hair around. Oh! Oh! Oh!
本当だな。まったくバカなやつだ。
Aww.
あ
Aww.
お前がこんなにバカだとは思わなかったぞ、フェイリスニャンニャン。
そんなにバカバカ言わなくたって。
Aww.
信じろ。俺たちを。
Bear stops reaching for her hair.
どうしたら失わずに済むかなんて簡単なことだ。俺たちを信じればいい。いつか俺たちがお前を必要としなくなるだと、どこかへ行ってしまうだと、くだらないことを考えるな。俺たちはお前と一緒にいる。そしてお前は俺たちと一緒にいる。この関係がそう簡単になくなってたまるか。何があろうとお前はラボの一員だ。こんな簡単なことがお前には信じられないのか。
ラボの一員？何があっても？
Aww.
お
This is why I love Farrah so much. Honestly, she's like, she seems kind of shallow at first, but like, you really get to know her and...
京馬やみんなとずっと一緒。
その通りだ。
そっか。
Ferris's hand drops to her lap, and she looks down at it. The hairy ruffle is covering her eyes, hiding her expression. For a short while, Ferris goes silent. Without the slightest idea of what she's thinking about, I remain silent as well. The cafe is filled with people loudly chattering away around us. The blaring sun shines through her parasol and onto us. It's so bright that even shade starts to look pitch black. And then, after some time, Ferris quietly raises her head. She wears a tiny smile on her face.
京馬って。かっこいいね。
Her comment is so out of nowhere that I have no idea how to respond.
何の話だいきなり。
魔法、本当にかけたくなっちゃった。
おい。
Ferris pulls back her ruffled hair and brings her face close to mine.
クーニャンやマユシーとバトルになるのはちょっと嫌だけど。
だからなんであいつらの名前が出てくるんだ。
Dumbfounded by the sudden series of events, I only managed to squeeze words. I only barely managed to squeeze words out.
そんなこともわからないなんて。今日もバカだね。
Ferris's hand zips over to my head.
わっ、
お返し。
She playfully starts messing my hair up.
あ、こらやめろ、こら。
引っかかった。
おのれ。
I reach for Ferris's hair and return the favor.
もうやめてよ。今朝しっかりセットしてきたのに。
そんなことは知らん。
助けてにゃ。
Blind to the surprise of the customers around us, Ferris and I continue to mess around with each other's hair. We eventually stop, the both of us breathing heavily. Oh.
今日待ってばすっごい髪型。
お前こそな。
もうこの後お仕事なのに。
そんなこと言ったら俺もだぞ。
ちゃんと直して。
Ferris points to her head. With a sigh, I comb her hair with my fingers. Ferris narrows her eyes. She's enjoying this.
極楽だ。
ほら、できたぞ。俺の髪も。
はい。
Oopsies.
ほら、できたぞ。ほら、
Sorry.
できたぞ。俺の髪も直せ。
The full voice file. Next, Ferris starts combing my hair. Her slender fingers feel absolutely delightful.
ねえ、今日も
うん、
私信じるよ。今日もみんなも。
そうか。
あとね。
ん？
その私ね。
Oh, come on! Right at that moment, our cell phones ring almost simultaneously. I quickly reach into my pocket. Ferris immediately backs away and starts rummaging through her bag for hers.
マユリ？
私のはルカニャンからだ。
今は仕事中のはずだが。
They're calling you because of that!
何かあったのかな。
もしもし。
オカリ、なんか大変なの。
どうした？
トラックがバーっていっぱいなんだよ。
トラック？
それでビルの中がドドドーって。
I have no idea what that means.
へい、バーとかドドドじゃさっぱりわからん。もっとちゃんと話せ。
ほんとね。
Mayuri's clearly panicked. Across from me, it seems like Ferris has gotten a much better explanation for the situation. Of the situation from Lukaku. She stands up, almost kicking the chair out from under her.
今行くね。ルカニャンたちは何もしないでじっとしてて。
Ferris and I exchange looks before she quickly starts to make her way towards May Queen Nyan Squared. I'm right behind her. I will call it Nyan Squared, I don't care.
とりあえず話はそっちで聞く。ルカ子たちとおとなしくしていろ。いいな。何があったんだ？
ルカニャもかなり動揺してて、
Uh-oh.
ただシドが何か仕掛けてきたみたい。
Uh-oh.
何？
とにかく急がなきゃ。
あ、
Before we realize, our brisk walk has turned into a dash. Ferris re-equips her cat ears.
戦闘モードに突入だにゃ。
I can see the fire in this cat girl's eyes. That same cat girl begins to send emails out to different people while she sprints towards her cafe. Oh,
これは
50% CG achievement. What the? Ferris and I stand wide-eyed in front of Mei Queen Yan squared. Mayuri wasn't kidding when she said that there are trucks going zoom. Every street surrounding the building that Mei Queen Yan occupies is filled with moving trucks. Workers are going to and fro, carrying pieces of furniture and other assorted items. Ferris and I rush up the stairs and burst into Mei Queen.
おかり、フェリスちゃん。
Mayuri immediately runs up to us. Lukaku and the other maids also walk over, uneasy expressions on their faces.
みんな大丈夫？怖いこととかなかったかにゃ。マユシーたちは何にも。
でもどういうことなんでしょうか。このビル、メイクイン以外のお店やオフィスがみんな出て行こうとしていて。
メイクイン以外？
はい。
最近どうも閉店するお店や転居するオフィスが多いとは思ってたけど、
シードのやつ、一体何を考えてる？
教えてやるぜ。俺の哀れな生贄ども。
I look towards the source of the pompous, unpleasant voice in the doorway. There I see someone equally as unpleasant.
貴様てめえらのちっぽけなハートは今や不安とおののきでバースト寸前だろうな。
Four his goons loudly entered the cafe.
これはどういうことだにゃ。
おっと、その前にてめえに改めて挨拶しねえとな。
に
まさかこんなガキが店のオーナーとは思わなかったぜ。
Damn it, he figured it out! Now that he knows Ferris is the owner, who knows what hell he'll do. I step out in front of her, trying to access something of a shield. I signal with my hand for Mayuri, Lukaku, and the others to take refuge in the back of the kitchen.
ナイト気取りの打剣野郎がこの楼閣都市に君臨する新たなるエンペラー覇王シドの前に立つんじゃねえ。
何が覇王だ。汚い手ばかり使って成り上がっているくせに、この法王隠居魔、そんな卑劣な男を覇王とは認めん。
汚いってだとこれだからロワークラスはよ。これはな、ビジネスなんだ。ままごと遊びをしているのとは違うんだぜ。
つまらないごたくはいい。それより貴様、一体何を始めたんだ。
あれのことか。
Shido shoots a look of satisfaction out the window. Huge numbers of workers are packing up things into the trucks.
聞きたいか、聞きたいのか。闇の貴公子が放った次の一手を。たとえ相手がチェスのポーンであっても決して手を抜かねえキングの非常な采配を。
Shido's typo. Shido gestures as wildly as ever, all the while barfing up his absurdities.
いいだろう。 ガイアが俺に教えてやれと囁くからな。
After a long and extremely unpleasant pause, 4 degrees Celsius opens his mouth to speak.
このビルは近々俺のものになる。
Ah, shit. Ferris and I can't help but be taken aback.
あまりのことにその小さい脳みそが沸騰したな。正確にはよ、俺のバックにいるファンドが買い取ることになったんだがな。実際は俺が全てを任されることになってる。つまり俺のキャッスルだ。
4 degrees Celsius proudly begins to lay his plans out to us. Apparently, he had been steadily working on the eviction project, offering tenants in the building large sums of money as compensation and even larger threats. We were so focused on trying to rebuild May Queen Yan Squared that we let all of this slip by right under our noses, a fatal miscalculation.
そして今日で全ての立ち退きが終わる。秋葉原に身を伏せ獲物を狙っていた虎がついに牙を剥く瞬間が来たんだぜ。
So when did Shido go from like just this delinquent jackass to like a business mogul?
もちろん虎はこの俺。獲物というのはてめえらのことだ。
Shido stares straight at us as he licks his lips.
ビルを買い取って立ち退きをさせて一体何をする気なのにゃ。
そんなの当たり前だろ。ヘブンを作るのさ。
That says nothing to me.
ヘブン？
そう。このビル全体をリニューアルし、メイドカフェやネットカフェ、ダーツバー、プールバー、ありとあらゆる娯楽を集める。このビルは一大エンターテイメント都市、シドズヘブンにメタモルフォーゼするんだ。
I can see Ferris grinding her teeth in frustration. A fire burns in her eyes as she glares at the man in front of her. No attempt to mask that rage. Shido grins broadly, soaking it all in.
さて、そこでだ。
Shido takes out what appears to be a stack of documents.
メイクイーンのオーナーさんにもこいつにサインを頼みて。
それは
テナント契約の解除に関する書類だ。てめえとのよしみで条件はかなり良くしてやるぜ。
待て！そんなものにサインなどする言われはない。
何
法律でもそうなっているはずだ。強制的にそんなことはさせられん。
黙れよ、アマチュアが。俺がいつ強制なんてしたよ。頼んでるんだぜ。フード界の風雲児、闇のカフェプロデューサーシド様がわざわざ頭を下げてな。
Shido brings his sweaty face too close for comfort.
ただこのビルには1階から4階まで俺が企画したニューエイジなメイドカフェが入ることになって、その狭間に追われちまって、こんなオールディーな店に客が来るかどうか、そこまでは責任持てねえけどな。同じステージでパフォーマンスをするエンターテイナー同士、仲良くやりたくてもそうはいかない場合ってのもあるしよ。
こいつ。
He's trying to cut us off. He's proclaiming to our faces that he plans on isolating us in the building if we don't do what he says.
卑怯だ。
卑怯？そうじゃねえ。てめえらがトロいんだ。黒き牙の前にのろまなシャム猫の体は八つ咲きにされんのさ。
Shido, drunk on his own words, shouts into the air. He shoves the documents towards Ferris.
さあ、おとなしくこれにサインするがいい。
お断りだにゃ。
Ferris announces her intentions clearly and concisely, then moves up to tear up the papers.
何しやがる。
Shido's eyes widen, and he quickly tries to grab the documents from her. With the worst possible timing, Ferris's head just so happens to be in the trajectory of of Shido's hand.
危ない。
The moment I shout, "Uh-oh!" Shido's hand violently hits Ferris in the head. Ferris staggers back, holding her head in her hands.
フェリス。
I immediately leap towards her, holding her in my arms to shield her. In all the chaos, Shido and I end up colliding. Uh-oh. Upon seeing all this unfold, Shido's goons charge at me.
てめえ。
An impressive counterpunch hits me square in the jaw.
岡部さん。
My jaw feels like it's going to explode. The pain runs through my head, my ears ringing loudly. My vision turns black for a moment.
ほら。死ねや。
Then I feel like a pain for the second and third hit. The goons mercilessly punch and kick me.
俺。ほら。でや。やめろおめえら。手出しはダメだ。やめろ。
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Shido regains his senses and immediately starts yelling at his goons. Unfortunately, they're all fired up that they don't even hear his orders. Still shielding Ferris from danger, I do my best to endure their flurry of violence, but after repeated kicks to the legs and abdomen, I've just about hit my limit. I think I could hear Ferris speaking to me, but my consciousness is beginning to fade. And then my body slowly begins to fall forward. What? No matter how long I wait, the impact from hitting the floor never arrives. Someone's hand is firmly grabbing me by the collar.
大丈夫か、オカリン。
Yo!
誰？
Daru! That hand is Daru's. And... Yo! Yo!
バイト戦士。
Suzuha twists the arm of one of my attackers behind his back and holds him down. The other men seem to have undergone the same treatment. They stumble backwards. As I turn my head to look, I see Kurisu and Moko standing in front of Ferris and I, protecting us.
ごめん、遅くなって。
大丈夫。
お前たちどうして？
Ah, the whole squad showed up.
メール。フェイリスさんから。
That's right. Ferris was sending emails out while we were heading there. She must have been contacting the other lab mems.
早く手当てしないと。
Mayuri and Lukaku are half in tears as they run over to me.
あ、大丈夫だ。
Dara lets me go and I try standing up by myself. My entire body feels like it's on fire. Fortunately, it doesn't look like I've broken any bones or sustained any internal damage. I should be okay.
見るがいい。法院教魔は不死身だ。心配には及ばんぞお前たち。
I can tell that my lab members are worried about me, so I proclaim my well-being in as loud a voice as I could muster. Of course, my entire body starts to ache in pain immediately after.
てめえらは。
4 degrees Celsius' eyes are wide open. After seeing the lab men burst onto the scene and then witnessing Suzuha, this surprised me too, using her martial arts skills to defang his subordinates, he's clearly in shock.
確かこの店に新しく入ったメイド。
あら、 私たちのことを知ってくれているのね。
まさかただのメイドじゃねえのか。
What does that mean?
ね、そのまさかよ。
ただのメイドじゃなく変態紳士専用
What does that
メイド
mean?
だ。
What is that? What is an ordinary maid anyway?
お前は黙れ。
うわたまらないよ。
Not the
とに
time.
かくシドさん、あなたの悪事、これ以上見過ごすわけにはいかないわね。
俺の悪事だと。
桐生さん、フェイリスさんにあれを。
Mocha gives Ferris a stack of papers. It's the article that Mocha's been conducting interviews for.
ありがとう萌えにゃ。
なんだそれは。
これか。これは貴様を追い詰める切り札の一つだ。
もうじき週刊誌にこの記事が載るにゃ。
Ferris slaps a stack of papers into 4 degrees Celsius's hand. I gotta come up with a new name for him. What's 4 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Or 32.9 degrees Fahrenheit. Still dazed and confused, looks down at the article in question. His brow springs up in surprise.
どうかにゃ。かなり面白い記事だと思うにゃ。
強引な買収、脅迫まがいのスカウト。
そして暴力の噂も絶えないんだにゃ。今みたいに。
Hell yeah!
どうだ。それが雑誌に載ったらさぞかしまずいんじゃないのか。
$277.15 Kelvins flings the article at me and bursts into laughter.
何がおかしい。
バカ。
What?
俺はシド。ガイアに愛されし。
He's got nothing.
のエンペラー。
He's got nothing.
もしかしてショックでおかしくなったのかしら。
I feel like this is such an interesting change because Kurisu was like standing up to Shido in this one, whereas in her out, it wasn't as much.
かもしれんな。
Probably.
そうじゃねえ。いいか。わからねえようだから教えてやる。こんな記事が出たところで、俺は追い詰められやしねえんだ。
Probably.
どれもこれもよーく取材してやがる。ここまで調べたそのスネークのようなクソ執念にはダストボックスのクズぐらいにはリスペクトしてやってもいい。だがこの記事は俺のオーディエンスを盛り上げるだけのダークネスなゴシップでしかねえ。これで警察でも動くのか。あ？社会的に抹殺できるのか？
I think you're miscalculating something. Your fans like dark gossip. I don't know about the business dealers.
俺は何一つ法に触れちゃいねえんだからよ。
Shido shouts proudly as though he's already won.
そうさ。この俺はダークマターを体内に宿す悪夢のデミウルゴス。この程度の悪事なんざいくら暴かれても勲章にしかならねえぜ。
I quickly scanned through the article that Shido threw at me. Written in it are multiple testimonies about Shido's various tactics. There's not a soul out there that wouldn't raise their eyebrows in shock at his actions. They're unforgivable. But he's right. That's all that happened. Shido might be a weirdo, but he's cunning. He makes sure to keep his hands clean. He barely skirts by on the edge of the law. This wouldn't last a month in the gossip rags before other stories overshadowed it. The residents of Akiba might distance themselves from Shido's joints at first, but that probably wouldn't last more than a few months. And when everything dies down, his twisted paradise, Shido's heaven would still be built here. It kills me to admit it, but he's right.
だがな
Can't afford to lose here. That's right, can't lose. We won't lose!
ダルあれは
I stare straight at my right-hand man. He gives me a thumbs up and grins, perhaps the coolest smile he's ever made. In all the time we've been together, Dara has never looked more like a real hero than he does now. That's how reliable that smile of his is.
まさに間一髪だったのだぜ。
我が最高の右腕よ
Alrighty.
とれこれが頼まれていた物だ。
Dara proudly exclaims as he coolly whips out a stack of what appears to be freshly printed papers, and tosses them to me. Unfortunately, the papers aren't actually stable together, so they scatter to the floor before ever getting anywhere close to my hands.
おっと、いけないいけない。
お前な無理にカッコつけなくていいから普通に渡せ
Dara and I hurriedly pick up the papers off the floor and once again face Shido.
あ？なんだそれは。
The duel of the Chunies!
おい。
愚かなる天手を標榜するただの咎人よ確かに貴様は狡猾だ法に触れるようなことが表に出ないよう細心の注意を払ってきたのだろうだからこの記事だけでは貴様を追い詰めることはできないかもしれん多分警察も動かない
Gotta lock it in. I paused dramatically. Wait a second. Didn't Shido do the same thing not too long ago? Fine. I'll just make this a double pause.
だがこの数字を見たらある種の人間たちに
Oh!
することはできるのではないか
I dramatically hold the papers up to Shido's eyes.
例えば国税局とかな
For attack fraud. That's hilarious. Shido turns pale for the first time. Ha! It's just like that one scene from that drama that they were playing on TV the other day. Don't get the wrong idea. This is a homage. I'm not copying anything, I swear. It's mere coincidence that my lines are the same. Seriously.
これは。
Whatever. Shido's 4 degrees Celsius' intense stare nearly burns a hole through the papers. A series of rather stunning figures are plastered all over them.
どこでこれを。
そうなだが貴様随分と稼いでいるようだな羨ましい限りだ
Printed in that stack of papers are an assortment of other companies and accounts outside of 4 degrees Celsius' front company, skillfully crafted dummy companies, personal bank accounts, none of them in Shido's name, along with a detailed investigation of the cash flow.
こんなものでっち上げだ証拠になるわけが
We'll see about that.
だから言ったはずだ興味を持ってもらうだけでいいとその後俺たちの出る幕なんてないだろう
しかもこういうのってバッグについてるファンドも興味津々じゃないのかにゃ
He committed tax fraud. Yeah, baby. Shido looks like he's seen a ghost. Seeing this as chance to strike, I raise my voice.
さあ邪悪なる偶像の蛇よ錆びたブリキの王よ我々の住まうこの
Hell yeah!
貴様の居場所などない
Hell yeah! A pallid Shido glances up and down at the numbers and then back up at us before finally turning bright red. And then...
覚えていろ
What is he, a third-rate villain? I mean, yeah! Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, he kind of is. He's only being brought in as, like, the primary antagonist for, My Darling's Embrace because we don't have, like, the big enemy. But yeah, he's kind of a side villain. After dropping his corny fine line, he and his goons flee with their tails between their legs. I think I know what those are. Yeah, it's those like ice packs. Not long after driving off Shido, Mayuri and Ferris are seeing to my wounds. Lukako? Kurisu, Lukako, and Mocha went to the drugstore to buy medicine. Dara returned to the lab to collect more data on Shido's financials. I had Suzu go with him as a bodyguard, just in case.
いや、俺なら本当に大したことはない。なぜなら、不死身の。って。
ダメだにゃ。無理して動いちゃう。
俺なんかより、お前の方だ。殴られたところは平気なのか。
ちょっとコブになっただけだから。
Ferris is a cold pack pressed to her forehead.
気をつけろよ。女の子なんだからな。
Ooh, a gentleman now, I say.
ごめんなさい。私のために。
気にするな。何度も言うが、仲間だろ。な。
お薬買ってきました。とりあえずこれで足りるかしら。
Lukako and the others opened the door, bags of medicine in hand.
いやいや、お前ら買い込みすぎだろ
う。やっぱりそうかな。
慌ててたから。それじゃあオカリ、お洋服脱いで。
Whoa!
何？
お薬塗らなくちゃ。
いやいや、待て、マユリ。こんな女子ばかりのところで脱げるか。
Oh, lordy.
何言ってんのあんた。そんな場合じゃないでしょ。さっさとしなさい。
It's embarrassing!
わ、やめろ、引っ張るな、いてててててててて。
The pain coursing through my body keeps me from putting up much resistance, and Kurisu strips me down like a doll. Oh.
ってお前、自分で脱がせといて赤面するなよ。
赤面なんてしてないぞ。
いいからあっち向いててくれ。俺まで恥ずかしくなるだろ
う。わかったわよ。ほら、漆原さん、向こう向いてましょ。はい。
だからルーカーコ、男のお前まで赤くなってる意味がさっぱりわからん。
he doesn't know! He doesn't know!
すみません。別に僕、岡部、京馬さんの背中が広くて大きいなとか思ってたわけじゃないです。
I mean, I thought it was like common knowledge. It should be common knowledge at this point that Luca's gay, though.
ああ。
ほらほら京馬、大きな声を出したら怪我に触るにゃ。お薬ならフェイリスが塗ってあげるんだにゃ。
いや、薬など自分で塗るからいい。
何言ってるんだにゃ。ほら、お背中を見せて。
Before I could even object, Ferris has circled around to my back. She slowly starts rubbing the medicine on. Her thin, gentle fingers tickle a little.
痛 たかった。ごめんなさい。
Kinky. Is it just me, or was that head patting scene plus this one, like, is it, like, weirdly sexually charged? I mean, I'm sure that's the intention.
いや、大丈夫だ。
There's no way I could tell her that it feels good, or that it tickles. Ah.
はい、これでよしにゃ。それじゃあ今度は前だにゃ。
Did she really just say front?
待て。それはさすがに自分でやる。
Oh, lordy.
ダメだにゃ。フェリスの手でぬりぬりするんだにゃ。じゃあマユシーはこっちに塗ってあげるね。
Oh my god. Ferris and Mayuri surround me, their moist hands creeping along my body.
やめろ、フェリス。
Oh my god. This is embarrassing to watch, but at the same time, it's really, at the same time, it's not me, so it's like kind of fine, I guess.
今日のはここが弱いのかにゃ。
He looks fine to
う
me.
りうり。
Doesn't seem very hurt to me.
ぬりぬりぬりぬり。
Oh lordy.
って声だけ聞いてるとなんかいかがわしいわ。
Carissa still has her back to me, ears red as she yells. Meanwhile, Lukaku's hanging his head down.
フェイリスさん、マユリちゃん、いいな。
What did he mean by that? You know what? I'm not gonna ask. Let's talk about the aftermath, shall we? Just as planned, after Shido's shady cash flow came to light, he found himself in the crosshairs of some terrifying government officials. Rumor has it that his companies are set to be under investigation in the near future. To make matters better for us, Mocha's later articles would reveal that he did in fact appear to have broken the law on multiple occasions. Thanks to Operation Freya, Maid Queen Nyan Nyan has started to bounce back, and Shido, in a panic, went about just a little too far in trying to crush us. According to Mocha, the evictions in the Maid Queen Nyan Squared building would produce a whole lot of smoke if investigated. You know what they say about smoke? All of... How much was it? 277.15 Calvin's backers abandoned him, and his influence in Akiba was declining rapidly. The day he becomes hyper whatever producer in name only becomes a hyper whatever producer in name only is likely just around the corner. And that, my friends, is how the third Akihabara Maid Cafe War came to a close. Older maid cafes that had gone out of business or moved have slowly been returning to their original spots, taking the place of 4 degrees Celsius's businesses. And a bit of happy news, many of Maid Queen's regulars have started to come back. As for what us lab mems are up to, well, with Operation Freya complete, our work at Maid Queen Nyan Nyan was supposed to have come to an end. But it would appear as though we've gained quite the fan base among certain crowds, making it a bit difficult to just quit.
ご注文を。
ねえねえルカ君、お耳ひらりちゃんこそして、どうしてもぴったりの子がいないの。
Fujoshi A.
まゆりちゃんに頼んでルカ君サイズの衣装を作ってもらってるんだ。
Fujoshi B. The Fujoshi army points over at Mayushi Nyan Nyan, busy serving customers at another table.
だから僕コスプレは。
お嬢様方、メイドが本当に困っておりますので、その辺でお許しください。あと、いい加減注文を決めろ。ではなくて。
クロト様。
はい。
クロト様もルカ君を説得してください。愛するクロト様のおっしゃることなら何でも聞いてくれると思うんです。
Damn you all! I am not his beloved! You actually are.
もしかしてクロト様も僕のコスプレ見たいんですか？
Oh my god! Oil on the fire! Lukaku's expression is oddly serious.
それなら僕
Oh my god!
やります。
It happened! Oh my god, that's... Fujoshi Army.
過去お前な
He doesn't know. My head aching from all this, I flee from the area as soon as I can, spotting our hellmate tormenting some of her slaves, or customers, thank Daro, at another table.
お前は一体何をしているのさっさと食べなさいグズ片付けられないでしょ水のおかわりはお前のような犬はその辺にあるドブの水でも飲んでればいいわそんなにこぼしてまさか私に掃除をさせる気じゃないでしょうねほら
Oopsies. Skip text. Sorry.
そんなにこぼしてまさか私に掃除をさせる気じゃないでしょうねほらその汚い舌でちゃんと舐め取りなさい
Christina, is it just my imagination, or do you seem to be enjoying this far more than when you first started? No, this can't be. Don't tell me you've opened Steins... No, the gate to some strange and terrifying world.
ああ、だからチョコレートで字を書くときはもっと細くしないとご主人様ダイスでいっぱいいっぱいじゃん
I love my mast. Ah.
それに生クリーム多すぎだよこんなパンケーキ見たことないよ
Standing around a customer's table, Susa is scolding her troublesome big sister. This is yet another famous combination that's come into existence here at Mei Queen Nyan Squared. In fact, they're so popular that they've already taken on roles as sisters. Hell, we have customers that just sit back and smile as they enjoy watching the two go back and forth, almost like a comedy act. I'd watch that. And finally, who can forget our star performer, Daru in a penguin suit. Was so poorly received that he only lasted a single day.
なんでだお納得いかないよみんな可愛い可愛いって言ってくれたお
Poor Daru. I'm not surprised though.
自業自得だろゾンビペンギンで
The day the costume was completed, Penguin Daru went off to Churudori to hand out flyers, and yeah, he was a big hit with the ladies. They get all real cozy talking about how cute he was. And some of these girls would even hug him. Unfortunately, these same hugs caused him to grow overexcited, resulting in him passing out with a terrible nosebleed. The bleeding was so bad that the penguin was soaked in blood, like something out of a horror movie. This zombie penguin has already become a bit of an urban legend here in Akiba, and will likely be passed on to future generations. Oh, that's right, there's one thing I forgot to mention. We managed to finish up shooting and editing the PV for Mei Queen Nyan Squared. It's already up on the streaming sites. Goes without saying that its overall quality is below substandard, but nonetheless it's being warmly received thanks to its main heroine's, Lukaku's a guy, performance in it along with the rest of the women that appear in it. As for me, well, I'm popular with the Fujoshi crowd as usual. The men, on the other hand, all hate my guts. It's gotten hard to deal with, so I stopped looking at internet comments. Oh, and I'm not the only victim either.
顔出せないよ
Apparently, Carissa had been telling herself that since the PV was for a tiny maid cafe in Akiba, there's no way it would make the rounds. However, her university professors managed to find it with no problem, and apparently enjoyed it quite a bit. They ended up sending the mailing video It ended up sending the video around via a mailing list. Mailing lists, man! That is so... I remember seeing those when I was little. By the time Kurisu noticed, it was too late. Now she's famous around the campus for her second name, Akihabara Maid Girl. To make matters worse, folks are trying to get her to dance at some kind of samba event in the States next month. They want her to wear her cat ears and maid outfit, of course. Yeah, I can't blame them. And so Kurisu is constantly having to deal with emails from the States day in and day out. And every now and then, you can hear her muttering things like, I said I'm not going to dress up as a maid, or I don't even know how to dance the samba. That's about the long and short of it. It may be gradual, but the wounds received during the war are slowly starting to heal.
今日もお疲れ様。
ああ、でもだいぶ慣れた。初めの頃よりはずっと楽だ。
そっか。
Ferris and I worked the late shift today, so we're the last ones in the cafe. Let me just check something real quick. Okay. I decide to walk her back to her place before heading to the lab. We're walking through Akiba together. Shido has vanished from Akiba. He's supposedly on the run, but there's no guarantee he won't come back for Ferris, seeking revenge. Of course, Ferris isn't the only one I'm concerned about. I made sure to tell all the other girls, Lukaku included, to not go anywhere alone at night.
それに、フェイリスが元気になってくれたからな。疲れも吹き飛ぶさ。と、まゆりが言ってた。
Aww.
なんだ、びっくりしたにゃ。
いや、俺もそう思うぞ。フェイリスが賑やかにしていると、なんだかこっちまで。
そっかにゃ。
Oopsies.
いや、俺もそう思うぞ。フェイリスが賑やかにしていると、なんだかこっちまで楽しい気持ちになる。あ？
なんだか照れちゃうにゃ。
Oopsies. Nyaha, that's a little... Ferris scratches her cheek with her index finger. She continues to wear her carefree smile as we continue, walking in silence. Hold on, guys. The night breeze passing underfoot hints at the coming of autumn. As I look up, my view is filled with a sea of buildings. Their stores closed up for the day. In this starless sky, their neon signs are the only things illuminating the night. This is a true form of Akihabara, a chaotic mishmash of different buildings, skyscrapers, and multiplex buildings.
あのね、今日な。
I continue to look up at the Akiba skyline.
本当にありがとう。私、京馬のおかげでいろんなものをもらったよ。本当にたくさんのものをもらったよ。
I notice as Ferris's speaking mannerisms have changed, and turn to look at her. There, I didn't find Ferris Nyan, but Rumiho, the ordinary high school girl. Her cat ears are gone.
フェイリス？
前も言ったけど、 これまで私には本当に心を許せるお友達がいなかったの。どんなに苦しくても、どんなに泣きたくっても、お願い助けてって言える人が王子様。
王子様。
Oopsies.
どんなに苦しくても、どんなに泣きたくっても、お願い助けてって言える人が王子様がいなかったの。
Sorry, I keep like assuming that they're done talking and skipping early, or pressing next early and end up skipping stuff. Ooh.
ごめん。本当は私ものすごく子供なんだ。だからね、王子様をずっと待っていたんだよ。
You got one right here. Ferris bashfully raises the corners of her mouth a little.
俺たちはその王子様になれたか？
I think she's looking for a little more specific than that.
そうか。
The breeze blows yet again. It's soft and gentle, and Ferris's twin tails sway from side to side. And then suddenly, Ferris stops in place, looking up at me. I instinctively stop as well, looking down at her. Our gazes intertwine, drawn to each other. I can see Ferris's cheeks start to redden, her eyes glistening.
ただね、私
Oh!
京馬に何回もお願いしようとしてできなかったことがあるんだ。
Are we actually getting a romantic connection? Because I don't... In all the routes we've done so far, I don't think we've ever actually had any, like... a romantic relation form, like, properly form. Is this it? Is this where it happens?
なんだ？言ってみろ。何でもしてやるぞ。
本当に？
ああ、俺にできることならな。
そう。
Ferris pauses in hesitation. Her clear jade eyes. Jade, huh? So she's got, like, greenish eyes, huh? In reality. Whereas it's pink hair. Her clear jade eyes remain unmoved. Or maybe he just means they're shiny. I don't know. Remain unmoving, as though she's trying to peer deep into my soul. And then...
ねえ、覚えてる？魔法のこと。
Oh, it's happening! It's happening!
魔法？ああ。
マナとは違う。今の私の名前。ただね、それを聞いてしまったら、京馬には魔法がかかるかもしれないよ。
Hold on, let me just turn up the volume on my end. Turn down the volumes on your end. Okay.
私のこと好きになっちゃう魔法。
あれはその俺には聞かないと。
She's gonna say it. She's gonna say it. My heart starts racing as I reply to her. I feel like the pitch of my voice has gone up too.
でもあれは嘘だったんだ。
Oh. It's happening.
魔法にかかった人が私のことを好きになるんじゃなくって、
Oh! It's happening!
その逆。
Oh! Oh, she's saying it! It's happening! Ferris slowly brings her face close to mine. She's standing on her tippy toes. Our tiptoes. The distance between us is so small that our faces would touch if either of us moved.
あれはね、ルミホって呼んでくれた人を私が愛 返してしまう魔法だったんだ。
Oh, the audio cut out by itself.
私のお願いを聞いて
Oh,
私をルミホって
Akiha Rumiho.
呼んでください。
Everything around us has stopped. The only place where time flows is in the space between our gazes. I could feel her warmth as she clings tightly to me. It's almost as if she's the only person that exists in this entire world. Is this heartbeat my own, or is it hers? And then, I can see the tears beginning to well in Ferris's eyes. These tiny beads of light quickly grow larger, on the verge of rolling down her cheeks.
呼んで。
ルミ
Whoa! It happened! And then Rumiho's lips cover mine. This mysterious feeling is warm, sweet, and yet somehow heart-rending. It melts between our lips. Our lips continue to seek each other for some time. Enchanted with one another. That's a thumbnail, folks! And at last, we slowly pull away.
おい
Oh my god. It happened. It fucking happened. As a matter of fact, I think this is the first time we've seen, like, any, like, romance officially get set in stone at all. Because, like, even in the other ones, it never, like, actually concludes with them as, like... You know what? Never mind. Let's go on.
なんてね。言わせない。
Ah, sorry.
何
Not yet. What do you mean? You've already basically... Ferris sticks her red tongue out from between her lips she had just kissed me with, and then promptly leaps back. She then quickly re-equips her cat ears.
フェイリスニャンニャンはみんなのフェイリスニャンニャンなのにゃ。
It's
で
not...
誰かのものにはなったりしないのにゃ。
Not quite yet! Back to her usual hijink, she loudly declares her motto.
この猫娘が
京馬には新しい魔法をかけたにゃ。
今度はなんだ
これから先京馬はずっとフェイリスのしもべなんだにゃ。
Ferris whips her twin tails as she turns around, and starts to run. I chase right after her.
おのれ今の魔法は卑怯だ無効に決まっている
もう手遅れだにゃ。しかもフェイリスの初めてだったんだからものすごい魔法なんだにゃ。
Whoa! Okay, let me go turn this thing off. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the AC. Oh, it's really pretty outside, by the way. But only in that direction, not so much in this one. Dang!
待てこの猫の小悪魔め
小悪魔じゃないにゃ。天使なんだにゃ。
Ferris and I wear big smiles on our faces as we race through the labyrinth of alleyways. Amidst the flood of neon lights, the buildings of Akiba quietly look down upon us. Tomorrow, this town will once again be filled with its usual hustle and bustle. Tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that, this town will continue to be a fun place, open to any and all. A place that will continue to burst with dreams and hope, for all to see. Just like the smile this mischievous little cat is wearing as she runs ahead of me. As my mind races with these thoughts, I continue to chase after that little cat forever. And boom! Boom. Shido. 4 degrees Celsius. Oh man. That's another route down. Man, I just want to say, that was a route. That's a route. That was good. I like that. Yeah, this is a really nice addition to the original Steins Gate game. The original visual novel. What am I gonna do after this? Probably just gonna play RimWorld. I really should work on my story. I've got like 2 months, it'll be fine. That's what they all say. Oh! Man! It's so pretty outside, too. Maybe I should go on a walk. I need dinner. I need to have dinner. What after? Oh, I told a friend I played Minecraft with him afterwards, too. I haven't played Minecraft in such a long time. What do I do? RimWorld. I want to play RimWorld. I'm, like, addicted to that game. Maybe I'll make a video on that someday, too. There's so much stuff. Darktide. Should I do Needy Streamer Overdose? I know that's getting an anime soon. Sorry about the constant talking. I just... Man. Ferris is so cool, honestly. I mean, they're all great. Oh. I hope you all enjoyed that, folks. I sure did. Alright. If y'all liked it, folks, please leave a like, a subscribe, and comment down below. If you haven't done so already. And make sure to smash that bell. Welp. Heaven's New Sean completed. Soft Ferris is ending. Cool! New item added to tips. Oh. I guess I will leave it off at there. Oh. The sky is up and you guys are awesome. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.